Hello people, just want to talk about what my friend Seattle Green was talking about wearing a mask, right? And yeah, the only time you wear a mask is when you're sick. And where did I learn this from? People who live in Japan, right? They're very considerate to other people. They're very considerate to other people over there, right? The only time you be wearing a mask is when you are sick. If I was sick, I would wear a mask, right? And if I'm going out in public, right? And if I was sick, right? Like, I'm not sick, but if I was sick, I'll wear a mask because I don't want to get other people sick. Be considerate to other people. The only time you see me wearing a mask, if I was doing like construction work or a mechanic or doing like woodworks and stuff like that, because you don't want to breathe in the dust particles and the fumes. That's the only time people should be wearing these masks. If you're doing like work, it's very hazardous, or if you were sick, because what I learned from Japanese people, right? When they're sick, right? And if they have to go out and and do shopping, right? When they're doing shopping, right? And if they are sick, not like badly sick or sick, like not sick as enough where they have to be in bed, right? And if they don't want people to catch what they got, they wear a mask over themselves. And practically they're coughing on themselves and stuff like that. That's the only time, you're meant to be wearing a mask, is for them only reasons, Not the way how people are wearing these masks these days over this stupid thing I can't say about, because I'm afraid, because a lot of people, you can't even say that name, the C word, you can't say it, you know who, because the only time you be wearing their masks is when you are working on like hazardous stuff, shit like that, or if you are sick yourself. If you don't want to get other people sick, being considerate to other people, that's the only time people should be wearing these masks. Because really, the way how people are wearing these masks these days, right, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. It's gone too far. Like, I get when Japanese people, when they're doing it, they don't want to get people sick, and that's pretty having respect for other people. That's what I like about Japanese people over there, right? Because really, it's pretty cool, man. They're pretty smart. They're pretty clicked on. They're pretty clicked on over there, right? Like when they're sick, right? They have to wear a mask because they don't want to get other people sick, and they're coughing on themselves in the same time. And that's pretty damn fucking smart. That is pretty damn fucking smart for them to do that. Pretty fucking smart, and pretty respectful for others and stuff like that. That's why I like Japanese people, man. And man, I love their movies and I love their anime stuff, man. I love Japan, man. It's a cool country. It's a pretty cool country. And yeah, The only time you be wearing their masks is only when you are doing hazardous stuff, like, you know, working, like in construction work, or like building houses, and if you're working on, like, you know, chemicals or stuff like that. That's the only time you'll be wearing their mask. Mask. It's only when that's the only time you'll be wearing them things, man. Not the way how people are wearing them. Like, I'm practically repeating myself. Sorry. I'm practically repeating myself. Sorry. Because the way how people wearing these masks these days is pretty much basically crazy. And like what my friend Seattle Green said, you know what he said about them, like people wearing them and stuff like that, that it's pretty much crazy, man. Like, the only time I'll be wearing a mask is only when I, you know, cleaning my PlayStation, or if I'm using like a glue gun or something, like to burn things, like, you know, glue things, because that's the only time you'd be wearing them things, right? Only if you, like, you know, that's the only time you'd be wearing one. And when you're sick. You know, the thing is, right, if I was sick myself, I will wear one. Because I don't want to get other people sick. It's because I want to give my respect to the people who is around me, because I don't want to get people sick. I don't want to get little babies sick and stuff like that, because really babies don't really have the best immune system too, because I'm learning what the Japanese people do over there, because really it's called having respect. But the way how people wearing these masks these days, it's practically, what's the word, overkill, but crazy in the same time. Because I wear haz masks before for, like, you know, dangerous stuff in the past, and that's the only time that's the only time I'll be wearing mask, is only when I'm working on things and stuff like that, and it's dangerous, because the shit what I do is pretty much dangerous, and you don't want to breathe the shit in. You want to keep your lungs clean from that crap. That's the only time you'll be wearing mask, man, not because of this, you know who, the letter C word, you know. Oh shit, stick. My phone. Yeah, this is basically a video what my friend Seattle Green just said. You know, how people wearing masks these days are crazy, and it's just too overkill, man. It's too overkill, man. You know, people are just getting too crazy over this shit these days. You know, too crazy over this shit these days, because it's just overkill. And I see people fighting, you know, especially when people are not wearing one, and you got a person who is wearing one and they're not sick themselves. When they're not sick themselves, and they get pissed off with somebody who is not sick and it's not wearing one. Pretty fucking wacky, isn't it? Pretty fucking wacky. Pretty fucking wow, like, you know. You know, pretty out there, man. Pretty out there, you know. Pretty much out there, man. The only time I'll be wearing one is when I'm sick and I don't want to get other people sick, or when I'm working on things, you know, dangerous things. And that's it. I hope you like this video, and this will be kind of like an eye-opener video for everybody. And this is more like more of a video what my friend Seattle Green, to like connect with that kind of topic with the mask and stuff like that. And yeah, like that's it. See ya, bye.